The backbone of our society is professionals, practitioners, and experts, or what I call PPEs. These are the engineers, the marketing professionals, the chefs, the supply chain managers. These are the lawyers, the doctors, the nurses. They are the scientists, the teachers, and the professors. They are the individual contributors, managers, directors, senior directors, VPs, and above. And do you know how many there are in the United States? Maybe 5 million? 10 million? Over 93 million. Yet they rarely get acknowledged, they rarely get helped, or rarely get celebrated.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Thrive and Achieve with your host, Dr. Matt Markel. Thrive and Achieve is the only podcast where professionals help professionals to succeed in career and wealth. Now, here's your host, Dr. Matt Markel.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thrive and Achieve, the podcast where professionals help professionals thrive in their career and achieve real financial success. This show is 100% focused on W-2 employees and 1099 professionals who are basically working like W-2s. Why? Because these professionals are the backbone of just about everything we experience in modern life. Follow me on this. We live in a culture obsessed with entrepreneurs. Social media is full of quit your job, make 10 grand in your pajamas, be rich and stress-free. But the news only covers the big entrepreneurial wins, Tesla, Google, Apple, not the 4 out of 5 startups that go under, or the fact that 82% can't scale past the founder. Now, here's the truth. By the time you experience something from one of these companies, it wasn't built by a founder. Steve Jobs has been gone, passed away for more than a decade. Everything you and I experience with Apple today is made by the employees of Apple. There are no founders left. The same with Google. Sergey and Larry stepped down in 2019. The same with Ford, and the same with Levi's. Even when companies where the founder is still there, like Ralph Lauren or Tesla, your experience with these companies isn't really through the founder anymore. Now, I know that Elon Musk used to spend a lot of time in the factory at Tesla, but I don't know if he does as much anymore. And even if he did, he probably didn't make your Tesla. They made over 410,000 cars in Q2 of 2025. Now, he's got a lot of energy, but I don't think he had that much. The backbone of our society is professionals, practitioners, and experts, or what I call PPEs. These are the engineers, the marketing professionals, the chefs, the supply chain managers. These are the lawyers, the doctors, the nurses. They are the scientists, the teachers, and the professors. They are the individual contributors, managers, directors, senior directors, VPs, and above. And do you know how many there are in the United States? Maybe 5 million? 10 million? Over 93 million. Yet they rarely get acknowledged, they rarely get helped, or rarely get celebrated. Maybe a Budweiser commercial for the Super Bowl here and there. But that's just about it. These are the folks who love their jobs, love their careers, and see their work as a way to give back. I've felt that myself. When I was in defense and in the self-driving car industry, you knew you were working on something bigger than yourself. And that's who this podcast is for. That's who I am. I started out as an entry-level engineer and worked my way up to the C-suite, leading multiple 9- and 10-figure businesses. I see the world through 3 lenses: as an engineer, as an employee, and as a corporate leader. And here's what I've seen in my 35 years. There's 2 major pain points for professionals. First is career stagnation. Too many people feel stuck. Maybe they've been promoted a few times, but they're not reaching their full potential. It could be a skills gap, could be lack of leverage, a limited network, self-doubt, or maybe just getting too comfortable and losing the desire to go as far as you can. They know they could be doing more, but there's something holding them back. Thrive and Achieve is about helping you break through and truly thrive in your career. Now, the second pain point is financial anxiety. I mean, let's be real. Money keeps people up at night. 70% of Gen Xers and 2 out of 3 millennials are worried, and I mean really worried about retirement. And with a $7 trillion shortfall in retirement savings, they have good reason to be. To put that $7 trillion in perspective, that's more than the United States federal government spent in 2024. So if you took an entire year of US government funding and did nothing with that money but shore up the retirement deficit, we would still be a little bit short. I mean, we'd be close, within about $200 billion, but we'd still be short. And in our country today, 2 out of 3 families lives paycheck to paycheck. And this is not just the low-income earners. 1 out of 3 households making more than $200,000 a year lives paycheck to paycheck. That is unacceptable. Full stop, unacceptable. And it doesn't have to be like that. I think we can all agree that basic financial literacy is a teachable skill. It's actually taught in several high schools today, which I think is fantastic. We just need to make sure that we develop the habits and the trust to put them into practice. Now, the next step is moving beyond basic financial literacy to talking about real wealth creation. So that's what we're going to be diving into with many of our guests as well. We'll go deep with experts on how to use the tools of investors and entrepreneurs, like smart, strategic use of credit, investing in real estate and private equity, strategic joint ventures and arbitrage, and optimizing taxes while protecting our assets. In Thrive and Achieve, we're going to be looking at all the ways we can help our employees and help the workplace, with a focus on addressing these 2 pain points. Each week, we'll bring on fantastic guests, leaders, managers, HR experts, financial authorities, and professionals across multiple industries to tackle these issues and give you the tools you can use. If you have ever felt stuck in your career, anxious about your financial future, or just want to help make things for our workforce and our workplaces better, you're in the right place. This is the podcast for W-2 and 1099 professionals, this large, important, and underserved segment of our population. And I couldn't be more excited to get started. Let's get to work.